Okay. Hi, Bernie. The word's out that you are planning to retire from the London program. And so Carrie has wonderfully organized a group of us to share some of our memories of working with you over the years, and to share an opportunity to wish you well in the next phase of your life.
Bernie, I wanted to wish you all the best with retirement, and thank you so much for all of your years on the London program and all of the wisdom that you imparted to all of us who took your classes. It was great getting to know you, and again, all the best.
Hi Bernie, it's Emily Thone from spring 2011. Thank you so much for all you've done to open my eyes to the world. London was one of the best experiences of my college career. Besides, of course, meeting my fiance at Binghamton, who I'll be marrying this summer. But I will always remember going up to the Lake District and dancing with you at our final boat celebration on the Thames. So thank you so much. It was such an amazing experience. You were always so enlightening, so easy to talk to, and I so much appreciate that time. So I'm wishing you all the best and have an amazing retirement, and know that you were so much appreciated and so much loved by all your students.
I think that I admire enormously the dedication that you always put into this program. It was your #1 priority for many years here at Binghamton, and you know, you put long hours and much thought into every issue, every creative step and new innovation we tried, every adaptation we made to changing circumstances. And I think the lesson that we leave in terms of a legacy for those who follow us is that a serious study abroad program like the London program takes that kind of dedicated work to survive and in fact to thrive. And so with my retirement last year from the university and your retirement this year from the program, we bring this era, I guess, of the London program to a close and pass it on to our successors, who will inevitably make changes and make it a somewhat different program because it's now theirs to take care of. But I think if the faculty and the staff that have make the commitment to be involved in this program henceforth will put the same kind of dedication that you put into it, the program has many years ahead of it.
Hey, Professor Bernie, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for dedicating 40 years to the Semester in London program. And I want to thank you for being my professor this year for the British experience. I want to wish you an adventurous and happy retirement, emphasis on adventurous. And again, thank you.
My name is Rachel Barocas, and I studied abroad with Bernie in spring 2007. I always admired Bernie's sense of adventure, both inside and outside the classroom. Good luck, Bernie, in your retirement.
Bernie Rosenthal, congratulations on retiring from the London program. London program and Bernie Rosenthal have always gone hand in hand. Students hear the London program, they think Bernie. The students have respect for you, and they looked up to you as a mentor. Answering the phone for Catherine would never have been the same if Bernie wasn't on the other end of the line. It was always a treat and a nice way to start a Monday morning. Bernie, congratulations one more time. Live life to the fullest, enjoy every day, and do whatever Bernie wants to do when he gets up in the morning. Good luck.
This is Jack Vernon speaking. I first taught
Binghamton's London program in 1986. The last year, it was affiliated with the City University of London. After 86, the program floundered for several years, housed in several different British universities, but never really secure. By 1999, when I taught again in London, Bernie Rosenthal had made the arrangement with Florida State's facility on Great Russell Street to place the program on the firm footing adds the trips were successful, with the exception of one. I was teaching Wordsworth that semester, and we visited Tintern Abbey, the site of Wordsworth's greatest poem. Unfortunately, among our terrific students were several irrepressible daredevils who could not resist the temptation to climb on the Abbey's ruins. Bernie and I watched them and discussed whether to order them down. I don't want to be their mother, Bernie said, and I concurred. But the students continued their scramble across a maze of walls, some 50 to 100 feet high, and we couldn't help but cringe. We continued the discussion. Had we made the right decision? And then our answer came shouting out the door of the visitor center. Who's in charge of this group? A docent or a guard or employee? He wore some sort of uniform, ordered our students down, scolding them for their rude disrespect of a national treasure. What he said to Bernie and me shall ever remain unrecorded. I do, however, remember the chief culprit in this fiasco, the one who started it all, a tall, skinny student from Brooklyn, who struck me as the kind of person of whom a mother would say he's always getting into things. One day, I remember, after one of our classes, he'd complimented Bernie and me. At least I think it was intended as a compliment. What he said was, "At first we thought you guys were tight-ass, but you turned out to be okay." When we escaped Tintern Abbey that day, on the coach back to London, he apologized to his chagrined mothers, Bernie and I. But he added, "I bet William Wordsworth climbed on those freaking ruins." And he didn't say freaking.
Professor Rosenthal. Seeing Professor Rosenthal always brings a smile on my face. He's a great teacher, he's a great person. I remember in Greenwich, we were taking pictures at the beginning of time, the prime meridian line. And I wasn't up for it. I wasn't interested, but Rosenthal insisted. He said, "No, Jake, you're gonna regret not taking a picture taken. You need it." And I was like, "I don't know, Professor Rosenthal." And he was like, "All right, here, at least for me." And I said, all right. And I'm definitely glad I did that. Professor Rosenthal, don't let your students' grades reflect on you as a teacher. Let the impact that you had on them, let that reflect on you. Because I think I can say quite assuredly that you've had a great impact on all of us. That's what counts.
Hi Bernie, it's Colleen Lauer. I was on the semester in London in 2011. I just want to say thank you for teaching me so much in my time when we were in London. I had an amazing time and I look back on that time fondly, and I just wish you the best in your retirement, and I hope that everything that you do in the future is just as amazing as you've done in the past. Okay, thank you for all you've done, and I'll miss you. All right, bye.
Hi Bernie, this is Rachel Powers from spring 2013. I just want to wish you all the best. You know, I knew about the London program before I'd ever been applying to do it, just because I worked in the English department since my freshman year in 2010, and I kept hearing about Bernie Rosenthal and how he got to go to London every year on this semester in London program, and I thought, how do I get his job? No, just kidding. But Carrie, I am free if you need someone. Bernie, you know, students have gone on this program for years, and I know I can speak from experience that it's just a life-changing opportunity, and it's become what it is because of everything you've created and done to sustain it over the years. And you should look back and be really proud of the memories and experiences that you've helped to create. So I hope you have an amazing last couple of days, and that you know, I wish you well in all your endeavors going forward. So bye.
Hi Bernie, Carrie here. Just want to send my thanks as well. I think, as you already know, I have enjoyed working with you so much as you've been teaching for the London program. Not a lot of things in my position description at OIP have stayed constant over the years, but one thing that I've always had the pleasure of being a part of was advising for the London program. And I remember even back when I initially started working with OIP that you were so welcoming to me and just such a pleasure to work with. Something that always stood out to me about you, Bernie, is you really care about people, how they're doing. You kind of just make that effort to get to know people, and I always thought that was great. I saw that in your work with students, who you clearly care so deeply about, and I also appreciated that in our interactions as well. You know, we ask people, how are you? Hey, how are you doing? A million times a day, it seems like. And, you know, typically you give some kind of standard answer and then move on in the conversation or keep walking by. But whenever you ask, how are you, I always got the sense that you're really trying to say, you know, really, how are you doing? And so you always showed that interest, and, you know, I always appreciated when we would meet to talk about the program or any kind of business. You'd always ask me how I was, ask about other programs I was working on, how my studies are going, and I always just appreciated that so much. So know that. And again, your care for the students has always been so admirable, and I've always appreciated that very much. I've also enjoyed your humor very much, Bernie. And so I hope, you know, you really enjoy your now official full retirement. But you can bet that we'll still be in touch, and I'll still be asking your advice on things. So thank you so much for the many, many years you've put into the program. Please know that all of the students who you've taught and people you've worked with certainly won't forget your impact on this program that you basically grew from the ground up. So we won't forget that, and we will forever be in your debt for that. Thanks, Bernie.
Karen, talking with us about this, said one of the topics we might cover was advice for your retirement. And I feel like I should get advice from you because, in fact, you've been retired from the university, and the London program was one of your kind of retirement projects. But my thoughts about retirement are, first of all, I don't like the word retirement. Retirement comes from, I think, the Latin root of the verb that means to pull back. And so that really expresses only like the first phase, or the first day maybe, or the first initial activity of retirement, which is leaving some of your previous activities. I much prefer the Spanish word for retirement, which is jubilarse or jubilación, and of course that comes from the Latin roots for jubilation and celebration. And so I see retirement as an opportunity to celebrate life and to make choices of where you put your time and your commitment and your interests that are very meaningful to you and would produce joy.
Professor Rosenthal, for a great semester, and thanks for starting a great program. Thank you. We'll miss you. Enjoy your retirement.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.